Good afternoon and welcome to All About Animals. I'm Sherry Gradator and my guest today is Danny Shearer, who is the founder of an organization called Save-A-Vet. Now we've had Danny on once before when this was just a real beginning of a concept organization, and it's moved forward. It's one of the most fascinating and exciting concepts I've ever heard of. I love it. And Danny says things are moving forward, so we've invited him back. Danny, what is Save-A-Vet? Save-A-Vet, and what is it all about?
Save-A-Vet.org is a 501c3. We're proud about that one. We take the military and the police dogs that are deemed unsuitable for adoption, the ones that are supposed to be euthanized, which is typically the dogs that are trained in aggression or have shown in the past, the ones that have to attack people in line of duty, the ones that are a liability to go to a home that cannot be adopted out. And we provide free housing to disabled military and law enforcement veterans in exchange for taking care of them.
Okay, so you're saving the life of a dog.
Correct.
Or more than one. And you're providing living space for a disabled veteran at the same time.
Correct. Well, we have a lot of regulations that we have to apply for. People that care for the animals have to be trained, have to be certified, have to have specific security clearances. Anybody who was prior service military or law enforcement has those prerequisites. We choose to only take disabled vets though, because it gives them something to do as well.
Okay. And it gives them companionship, it gives them a job, it gives them a place to live. Now, when we spoke about this before, you were talking about fundraising to buy a piece of land, and I understand you found a piece of land.
Actually, the city of Zion found us. They have a parcel of property that in the past they've tried to use to build a house for a disabled vet or for a couple disabled vets, and for one reason or another it's always fallen through. So they're in the process of donating that property to us, 100% title, cash out, donating the permits so we could build a facility, a smaller facility than what our overall goal is, but a stepping stone for the organization. We still have a couple more meetings with the city council we have to go through, but if it does go through, that facility will house about 15 disabled veterans and a minimum of 30 canines.
Wow. Now, how big is this parcel?
It's not that big. It's just shaped perfectly, and it sits on a main road. Two residential properties, but the residential properties run businesses out of their house, so we have a little play there. And then the entire back property is owned by the city.
Fabulous.
So
Absolutely fabulous.
The setbacks are in our favor. It's a perfectly rectangle piece of property for what we need to build what we want. It's the perfect location. It's on a main road, but it's back off the city area, I guess you could say. It's almost the border of Beach Park. So you don't have to worry about it being in a neighborhood or anything like that. It's the perfect piece of property for us to get our foot in the door.
Yeah, that's outstanding. Now, what about cost of building?
First step is to get the property,
right,
get the permits. Now we're in construction. We do have some savings for that. We've had sponsors lined up for a long time that'll help with certain things. You know, the beginning stage is the excavating, the concrete work. We've got a lot of companies like, I probably shouldn't say their name, but like Sears Holding Company that have been phenomenal to us.
And there's no reason not to give credit to people who are being phenomenal to you.
They've asked not to just for right now until we get fully operational, but I'm pretty confident when we are ready to build and we go to our companies like Sears and Kmart that they're in the position to where they not necessarily donate funds, but they have other things there. They have the garage doors, they have the regular doors, they have the washers and dryers that we need because they sell them in their stores. So it might not be monetary, but we don't need monetary if we get supplies.
Okay, so have you been looking for potential residents, and what is your time frame?
Residents will never be an issue. The VAC for Lake, that's Lake County. The VAC for Lake County, I don't know the stats for this year, but 2 years ago there was 171 disabled vets feeding their families on food stamps.
Wow.
I doubt the number went down. So when it comes to finding potential people to live there rent-free in exchange for taking care of their own, I doubt we'll have any problems.
I doubt you'll have problems too.
Time frame, we're waiting for our architect to come back with the final drawings of what we would build on that property. With that, we go to our concrete guys, our plumbers, our HVACs, our excavators, and we get actual hard cost of what it will take to build this building. Once we have that, we present that to the city and we get a final decision on if the property is ours or not.
Okay, now are you talking about a building? Are you talking about townhouses? Are you talking about apartments? What are you looking at doing here?
The equivalent of, I guess you could say, townhouses.
Row houses kind of thing?
Kind of. There's 3 of them. Each of them's 5 units upstairs, 100% handicap accessible. Each bedroom is about 450 square feet with a walk-in closet, a full bath. So it is 3 townhouses, but they're 3 very nice, very large townhouses. End caps, there's offices, and we want to put a memorial for the military and law enforcement canines that were killed in line of duty. And then there's a walkway that goes from one end to the other end, so you can see the canines from that walkway, but it also acts as a security wall because it encloses the entire facility together.
It's very exciting.
We're excited.
It's really very exciting.
The great thing is we haven't been able to be in the position to get this type of plan ready because we haven't been able to get our architects and builders to work together to put this together without a specific piece of property. Now, regardless if Zion goes through or not, then we will we'll still be presenting this to Joliet. We'll still be presenting this to Richmond because they have parcels of property. So either we'll get 3 or we'll get 1 or we'll get none. But now we'll be in the position to keep going. She's waving to us.
And you said that you've got companies that'll sponsor you in stuff that you need. And obviously one of the reasons that I have you on this show is because there are things that you need that maybe somebody who's watching could provide or assist you in providing. If you had a wish list, Danny?
What would it be?
Yeah.
250 acres of flat buildable land.
Oh, honey, what if I couldn't do that for you?
Everything and anything. We just took you've seen our truck. Our truck was here last time.
Truck.
We filled that truck up with steel from printers and TVs and washers and dryers that people have donated that was completely worthless, you know, broken down, doesn't work, but we stripped them down at our spare time. We took that to the scrap yard 2 weeks ago and we brought in $1,200. There is not much we won't take. We will find a use for it. If we can't use it, we'll find another organization that can. There is pretty much like 10% of the materials in this country that cannot be scrapped. Everything else can. So we will take almost anything. We've got grills. I've got a line of grills next to the office that we've got to take apart. Most of them are stainless steel. That's worth a lot of money. We will take everything and anything we get our hands on.
Okay, so, I mean, that's easy. That's stuff that people have that they've got no use for.
Yep.
I know that dollars are always acceptable.
Oh yeah, we would never turn down monetary donations. We could always use them.
So monetary donations, but I mean this takes it so much broader, Danny, because it takes it basically the things that people are going to pay to have hauled off. Before the show started, we were talking about what your husband does and what you have here, and I was just poking around for just random stuff that you have for ways that we can use it that would mean the world to us. I'm looking around outside and I see an old signpost over there. I'll load it in my car right now. That's steel. Steel's worth money. I mean, things like that. We'll look around. We'll take anything. We're not like a lot of groups. We know the economy is not the best right now. We know that when it comes to monetary donations, it's hard to part with your money. But what about the other stuff? When you clean out your garage this winter, or this summer, give us a call. Okay, I'm going to stop you because we're running out of time. Give us a call. It's great. Who do they call? 815-349-9647, or go to Save-A-Vet.org, and there's contact information on there. And Save-A-Vet.org, by the way, has no dashes in it. Either or, we have both. Okay. Because when I did it, I couldn't find it with dashes and I found it without. It has both of them. Okay, it has both of them now. It's a terrific idea. It's tremendous. It helps the animals. It helps the veterans. You are working with the VA, you said? We work with reps from the VA. We don't work with, I guess you could say, the government side of it, but we do work with people that are in the VA system that want to help. And you're also willing to take in, you told me, police dogs that are retired that... We've taken in 2 police dogs last year, actually. Okay. So these are dogs that would otherwise be put to death that have basically given their lives, their entire lives, to help our guys. And these people are stepping in, and not only are they helping veterans who may or may not be living on food stamps, but they're also helping the dogs that have devoted their lives to saving these guys. Danny, I am so impressed with the whole concept. I think you're wonderful. Thank you. I have one last thing I've got to ask. Our main source of income, the one time that we do ask for money throughout the entire year, is July 9th. It's our annual fundraiser. There's information on the website.
It's the cheapest date you and your husband could ever go on. For $20 for a driver and $10 for each passenger, that's total $30. You get to listen to 5 live bands, free food for pig roast, good food for about 4 hours. You have a chance to win money, door prizes from our sponsors. If you pre-register, you get free t-shirts and a bunch of cool stuff from our sponsors. That's, like I said, the one time we ask for money is July 9th. We'd like to get the numbers up for our fundraiser.
Okay. And that, again, the information's on the website?
Go right to the website. Every page has a banner. You click on the banner, it gives you all the info.
Really super stuff. Thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
I really appreciate this.
Nero, come here, baby.
And, well, let's see if we can get Nero to come. Nero, you've been walking around.
Come here, baby.
Come on.
Nero, come on.
Come on over here, handsome.
Come here, Nero.
Hey, don't do that.
Here he is. This is one of the retired bomb dogs from Iraq that we brought in.
You be good to my girl.
He's just, his back is sensitive. He would never bite. He's just, because his back...
I was petting his back.
Because his back is sensitive, that's why he can't be adopted out. But you've been playing with him all day. He's a friendly dog.
Oh, yeah, he's a sweet boy.
Yeah.
We're going to go to Save-A-Pet, and we're going to show you some of the dogs and cats that are waiting there for homes.